Let's talk about it kind of as maybe a statement that your team made today. Down 8 a couple of times, number 16 team in the country, fought back, made it a great game at the end. Let's talk about the effort today and what you saw out there out of your team and how much of a step is this forward for them.
I'm just so proud of our team. They never quit. They believed, and I think that's important first and foremost, is you got to believe in yourself and each other, and they did that. And I talked about it earlier, just the chemistry this group has. And they want to fight and claw and do whatever they can to win games for each other. And you all are seeing what we saw since the summer when this group arrived here, and this was the 22-23 team. And they never got rattled. They did go on a run, but you could tell in timeouts they were like, all right, let's go. Now we got to go on our run. So every single one of them, it takes a whole team. And whether you got in or didn't, every single one matters. And I'm just so proud of each and every one of them.
Coach, Creighton's obviously one of the best offensive teams in the Big East, and obviously coming off an Elite Eight. They were 4 for 24 from the three. They shot only 33% from the field for the game. Talk about your defensive effort today.
Yeah, and that's, in Creighton, kudos to them. I mean, just to finish the game with the win. They're dangerous because they can shoot the three, they can cut on you, they can drive. They play that 5 out for 40 minutes, so they exhaust you on the defensive end. So we looked at it, you're not going to be able to take everything away. So as a game plan, it's what can you live with, what can't you live with. So we said as a staff, we can't give them 14 threes like they got in here last year. And so I'm proud of our kids for being there on the catch, and they got some, but I'll take it. If you told me before the game that they were going to shoot 4 of 24 from 3, I'd have been like, woo, did we win? And that's credit to our players for believing in the game plan and executing it at the end of the day. But obviously the full execution would have been a win. But we can learn from this significantly. We have film, and if anything, this gave us confidence that if we play hard and we stay disciplined, we can play with anybody.
You went to the zone early and you stuck with it. I mean, was that the plan all along, or were you ready, to switch back to a man or something else if they started shooting them in?
Yeah, we were ready to go back to man if need be, but every time out, Coach Finley, who's in charge of our defense, was like, they only got 2 baskets. I'm like, all right, let's stay in it, And our kids just kept believing in that defense too. Not bad for just putting it in 2 days ago. For the kids to just believe in it, have each other's backs. I mean, we messed up a few times, some coverages, but they had each other's backs and you didn't really notice it. So it became, what are we doing to hold them a little bit less than what they usually score? And it was our zone tonight. So we stuck with it.
Talk a little bit about the impact that Taylor Smith here for this team was able to drive it in, pick up some contact, and kind of get some things going for you that way.
Taylor's a winner, and she comes in with the most experience from a guard standpoint on our roster. She played 3 years in the SEC, so she's played the South Carolinas, the Tennessees, the LSU. So I don't think she, was like, oh no, Creighton, a top 25 team. She's just a winner, and I think she gives confidence to our younger girls who maybe don't have the experience that she has. And that's where you saw that. You saw her experience kind of shine through, especially in the second half where she kind of took over for us from an offensive standpoint.
And Fernanda also shows, I thought, some excellent patience. A couple times in traffic, drove it in, was able to stop herself, kind of make some shots and do a lot of things under control.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm like, wow, Fern's only a freshman. Lucky for us, I thought Fern continues to just get better every day too. And, she's deceiving from an offensive standpoint because she has a first step. She can shoot the 3. She can pull up, and she's such a great passer. So her international experience, I think, helps her significantly in the game like today. Just understanding her reads and her scoring opportunities.
And then Courtney hung in there in the post pretty well once again. And talk about her development. She's very deliberate with her motions. She's under control a lot, and she had to fight it out down there against a bigger post today.
Yeah, Court's a huge leader for us, and that's what I just, said to her. Great job leading us today. Maybe she didn't have the game from an offensive standpoint that she would have liked, but she's our warrior. She anchors us inside, and she brings that toughness and grit and leadership, leading by example. And she battled foul trouble, and I was a little but I was able to put her back in. She didn't pick up another one, and she continues to just get better every day. She's a believer. She's a believer in herself and her teammates, and you're seeing that out on the court every game.
So you open up Big East play, now you go back to non-conference play, and really your first true longer road trip at SIU, Edwardsville. What's your message to your team at this point?
Yeah, it is that it's a quick turnaround. We can't hang our heads from this game. We got to learn from it. We got to grow. They get an hour and a half to get yourself together, and it's on the bus, and we got to shift our focus now. And I guess that's the nice thing about basketball versus football. You don't have a full week to think about it. You got to be like a goldfish, quick turnaround here. So we'll have film. We'll watch it tonight when we get there, and then practice there, be ready to go again on Sunday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.